How to recover from an email marketing mistake. Making an email marketing mistake is not a case of if, but it's a case of when. Email is far too fluid, complex, and most of all, instant. You can make a mistake, press send, and your marketing communications start being delivered right away. So because of this, it's so easy to make a mistake. I once heard a story of one of the banks wanted to send out a mail shot to their premier, most wealthy customers. Now, their creative department came up with the concept, and at the start of this letter, they were going to mail merge it. So, Dear Bob, or Dear Tony. Now, while they were coming up with the concept, for testing purposes, they wrote in Dear Rich Bastard. Well, let's say that was never spotted, and it was sent out to their customers. So how do you recover from making a mistake like that? Let's find out how. Okay, so let's imagine you've made a really big clanger here. What can you do to recover, and what can you do to stop it? The first thing you should always do is ask yourself this question. Has your mailer been sent out yet, or has it finished sending? First thing you should do is contact your email service provider. If it's not been sent out yet or it's still sending, ask them for help. Can it be stopped? What can be done? The second point to consider. Say you've got a broken web link or broken image. Now, if it's a broken web link, can you set up a redirect on your web server to redirect from the broken web link page to the correct page? You can use the same principle with images. Say you accidentally uploaded a picture of Bob when you meant to upload a picture of Tony. Behind the scenes on your web server, can you swap the image file names? You can get away with this and no one will ever know about your mistake. Okay, say you can't do any of these. The first thing you need to do is give your social media admins and customer service reps a quick heads up. Let them know what's happened and prepare a statement. The worst thing that can happen is you get caught wrong-footed and pushed on the back foot. But most of all, take a deep breath and relax. We all make mistakes. In fact, Ryanair did this the other week. They sent me a mailer apologising of a mistake they made in a previous email. So this really is the best approach. When things settle down, consider sending an email apologising, saying what went wrong and what you're doing to fix it. The worst thing you can do is try and defend it or get defensive or argumentative. This is really going to annoy your customers. Just accept that you made a mistake, said we got it wrong, and apologise. Now, if you're lucky, you might be able to get your subscribers to see the funny side of your mistake. If you can do that, it can sometimes have the reverse effect and build brand loyalty. As customers, we like to see that companies are made up of real people and humans, not faceless brands. If you can demonstrate this, you can really hit the nail on the head. Okay, so everything's blown over and you sent your email apologising. What's the next step? Well, the next step is to learn from your mistakes. If you repeat that mistake again and again, your subscribers, they're going to think you're pretty useless. They're not going to trust you and they're going to unsubscribe from your newsletter. So always learn from your mistakes. So how exactly can you learn from your mistakes? Here's my top tips on what you can do to learn from your mistakes and ensure an email marketing mistake never happens again. 1. Do you need to improve your testing checklist? Always send multiple copies to yourself for proofreading before sending. 2. Sometimes when you've been looking at a design all day, you can get what our coders call design blind. You're looking at the design and miss the obvious. Ask a co-worker with a fresh set of eyes to proofread your campaign. And 3, spelling mistakes. A spelling mistake is easy to make, and we sometimes focus on the design and aesthetics of our campaign without looking at the real content text. So consider this. Print your content text off on its own, sit away with a coffee away from your computer and proofread it. Without the distractions of the design, you can sometimes focus on the content text and make sure it's really perfect. But remember this. My old man would always say to me, when cutting a bit of wood, measure twice, cut once. Email marketing is the same. Check it twice and you'll only need to send once. Now, thanks for watching. I hope you found this useful and be sure to come back next week.